This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Bidfast's scoreboard shows Oak Hill's hard-fought win at Highland gives 4 of our 5 local MRL teams victories the past week, as Serrano, Hesperia, and Sultana also triumph. Robert Metzger's Bulldogs get an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown from Shane Young to build a 21-0 third-quarter lead. File footage here shows Shane Young hauling in a pass from Diego Lopez in their season opener. Oak Hills gets an outstanding defensive game from Quamaine Thomas and company. The underdog Bulldogs hold on to defeat favored Highland 28-16. Quamaine Thomas, number 3. Diego Lopez throws for 173 yards and a touchdown. The junior quarterback adds a rushing touchdown. Casey Mahalchik's Diamondbacks roll to the 49-12 win over DSL counterpart Adelanto. Serrano's Peyton Cornell scores 1 touchdown and throws for 3 more to lead Serrano's offense. Saints' superb running back Keith Reynolds has another remarkable performance, scoring on runs of 79 and 66 yards against the otherwise stout Serrano defense. Casey Goodnose Scorpions handed Victor Valley the Rabbits' first loss under coach Robert Kistner. Jaquan Morris scores 3 times. This touchdown reception opens the scoring. 4 touchdown passes for quarterback Josh Smith. Jaquan Morris scoring on this pick 6. The Scorpions have outscored their first 2 opponents 68-6. They face another DSL team next, hosting Barstow in a Thursday night encounter. Silverado coach Kieran Jones gets a pair of touchdowns apiece from Frederick Hunter and Richard Reed in the Hawks' home field win against the Citrus Belt League powerhouse Yucaipa Thunderbirds. Frederick Hunter broke a 74-yard run that set up Silverado's second touchdown, putting the Hawks up 14-13 at the half. 146 all-purpose yards for Frederick Hunter, 124 of those on the ground. Fellow senior Richard Reed scored twice, including the final touchdown of the game. The Midnight Blue defense stole the thunder from the Thunderbirds offense after the intermission, shutting out the visitors the second half. Alex Gonzalez Cougars put up at or over 40 points, a second game in a row. Byron Rivas and Cameron Smith account for 6 of Granite Hill's touchdowns in the 41-14 road win at Rialto. Their third straight road game takes them to 1-1 Arroyo Valley next. Sultana's TC Cleveland era opens with a victory at Barstow in a battle between first-year head coaches. Quarterback Jacob Higgs accounts for 4 touchdowns in the 42-28 win. Aztecs' new head coach Clay Lilamena sees Dimitri Curiel score on a 72-yard run, 117 yards on the night for the Aztecs' premier running back. Apple Valley battles down to the wire in the 1-point loss at Rancho Cucamonga, the number 12 ranked team in the state. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sport. You can bid virtual live online on Bid Fast and Last auctions. Did you know Bid Fast and Last is a federally licensed firearms dealer and a licensed, bonded, and insured auto dealer? You can bid virtual live online on firearms, vehicles, electric bicycles, collectibles, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, classic cars, and more at bidfastandlast.com.
Start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
Dustin Reynolds spearheads Apple Valley's come-from-behind victory over favored Murietta Valley. This 30-yard touchdown puts the Sun Devils ahead with 4 minutes to go in the game. 2 plays later, he intercepts. The pick 6 proves the game winner in the 56-51 slugfest.
second, third, and fourth corner, I think we just steamrolled them,
Dustin Reynolds registers back-to-back tackles for a loss in this Sun Devils third quarter resurgence, the first time the defense forces a Murietta Valley 3-and-out. We are witnessing Dustin Reynolds' sheer determination, willing his team's comeback.
I feel like I just had to step up as a leader and take control of that offense and that defense, so yeah.
Apple Valley's first touchdown immediately follows Murietta Valley taking the lead midway through the first quarter. Xavier Salazar's electrifying run of 57 yards. Xavier Salazar, 5'6", junior, speedster, first of his 2 touchdowns on the night. But the Sun Devils are unable to stop Murietta Valley's Bear Bachmeyer, Tiger Bachmeyer offensive onslaught. Yes, that's the brothers' real names. Apple Valley found themselves trailing by 3 touchdowns with a minute to go before halftime. Noah Seeley scores from a yard out to pull within 14 points. It's 28-14 at that 1 minute before halftime juncture, but a Murietta Valley field goal puts the visitors ahead 31-14 at the half. The Sun Devils' junior quarterback has an overall outstanding game. Noah Seeley's second touchdown on this 6-yard run, and it's 31-21, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Fast forward to Noah Seeley's response to what the outcome tells us about the Sun Devils.
We compete, that's what it is. We come out here with a goal, and we execute that goal, so we just come out here and have fun. And we just got to compete. And this is what we did. We're competing right now. So the game's not over yet, but we're still competing.
Apple Valley draws closer on this. Dustin Reynolds, 31 yards, scoring jaunt. He brushes aside the safety just as he reaches pay dirt. Nighthawks lead cut to 31-28 with just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Apple Valley's first lead comes on Noah Seeley's screen pass to Xavier Salazar, who dazzles the crowd by denying defenders a clear shot at him with his open field elusiveness. It's 35-31, Sun Devils at the 2:40 mark in quarter number 3. Fourth quarter, it's 4th and 5 at the 39. Sun Devils trailing 38-32. Watch 55. Gabriel Cerna push the defender halfway to Lucerne Valley. O-line giving Noah Seeley time to throw. Brandon Armijo hauls in the pass and scores. Talk about the perfect play selection by the offensive coordinator. Sun Devils regain the lead 42-38 with 7.5 minutes to go in the game. 3 minutes later, Sun Devils again trail as we again point to the irrepressible individual effort of Dustin Reynolds. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, jukes, then shrugs off the defensive back, keeps his balance, breaking another tackle by banging into and over a 4th defender who had a clear shot at him, resisting the embrace of the last defender as he scores. Standing up. 5 defenders on this 28th ranked team in the state miss bringing down the 6'2", 225-pound Dustin Reynolds. Amazing, incredible, unforgettable. We've shown the Sun Devils scoring shy the game-winning pick 6, additional offensive highlights and outstanding defensive plays on an upcoming report. Those besides skill position players, namely offensive and defensive linemen, need a spokesperson, and none better than premier offensive lineman Raymond Polito sums up what this victory tells us about these 2022 Sun Devils.
Hey, we get dirty, we get nasty, and we get violent. Hey, like my coach, Coach Sandy, he always says, hey, they got to adjust to our violence. Hey, we get too violent for them, and they back down. That's what's up. That's what happens.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We Got 'em Tees presents this Action Highlights Hdsr Sports Report. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery designs. We Got 'em Tees, 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, We Got 'em Tees. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half hour of High Desert Television today. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Down Home Grill. Kids' $3 menu includes grass-fed cheeseburger, organic chicken tenders, grilled cheese with fries and berries, or salad and drink. Call 760-241-4663 for delivery. Drive-through, curbside, or pickup. Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Bid fast and last. Liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Family owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, proudly showcasing teams, athletes, and youth-oriented activities. The Bradco Companies. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies. The High Desert Mojave River Valley's longest-standing commercial brokerage firm. Bradco, leading efforts to improve the quality of life and standard of living for all residents throughout our high desert region.
Serious legal problems? Don't go it alone. The other guys have attorneys just waiting to blow you away. Contact Iwanzak. Accidental death? Injured on the job? Contact Iwanzak. Business litigation? Vehicle accident? Unlawful detainer? Criminal litigation? Get the proper defense by going on the attack. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems.
We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery designs. We Got 'em official CIF-sanctioned Chanel patches or varsity jackets. We Got 'em Tees since 1984. Now 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, We Got 'em Tees. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the High Desert and destination of choice of visitors and travelers to the Victor Valley. Valu Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks to this date in High Desert, Mojave River Valley sports history. Looking back to headlines and headline makers in High Desert sports history, for 6 years, the most highly anticipated kickoff classic pits Silverado against Apple Valley, showcasing outstanding and highly recruited quarterbacks. Specifically, Hawks tailor-made signal calling brothers, Sam Taylor setting school records in 2014, younger brother Levi Taylor breaking those passing records the years that followed. These scoring strikes coming in the closest game of that 6-season series, a 1-point decision in 2017. Levi Taylor now quarterbacking at Mid-America Nazarene University. These duels versus Sun Devils all-time passing and total offense leader Jeff Widener. Apple Valley quarterback Jeff Widener rushes for 2 touchdowns and throws 3 scoring passes to lead Apple Valley past Silverado 40-39. Jeff Widener's 40-yard touchdown pass to Donovan Ferguson with 1 minute to play gives Apple Valley the come-from-behind 1-point victory over the Hawks in the 2017 season opener for both schools. Jeff Widener now quarterbacking at Northern Arizona. The 2019 Kickoff Classic marked the debut of sophomore sensation Jaden Denigal, who has already been offered scholarships from Oregon State, Arkansas, and Michigan State. Apple Valley's quarterback in 2016 was Mossy Bell, who excelled. It is for Apple Valley football that this bell tolls in celebration. Mossy Bell, Sun Devils quarterback, whose touchdown passes take their toll on Silverado in Apple Valley's 48-20 victory over the Hawks. Bell rings in his 17th birthday and his senior season, throwing for 4 scores and 109 yards. This matchup has a number of compelling subplots. Mojave River League versus Desert Sky League. Which league is stronger? Two highly heralded quarterbacks, Mossy Bell, the senior, exonerating his first varsity game as a starter loss 1 year earlier against Silverado. Levi Taylor, Silverado's junior quarterback, in his first varsity start. The Sun Devils, on the game-opening drive, executing what shall be a key factor in their success. Offensive line play, 9 yards on this carry by the 5'10", 163-pound junior, Seth Baker. Silverado's first play from scrimmage reveals the difference in offensive line play. Pass rushers are immediately upon Levi Taylor, 72, Garrett Kelly, then 51, Alec Brown with the sack. Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's running back by committee kicks in. Doug Austin breaks the plane and breaks the ice. 4 minutes in, the Sun Devils draw first blood. Silverado's punter's kick actually hits teammate Matt Hamilton in the helmet and flails only to the 24. Apple Valley opts to go off tackle on 3rd and 5. Seth Baker takes the pitch and slams into the end zone for the second Sun Devils touchdown. Under severe pressure, Levi Taylor withstands the pass rush and unloads to Deonze Nolan on the slant. Deonze Nolan sheds the Sun Devil cornerback and races the rest of the way untouched. 59 yards. 1:42 remains in quarter number 1. Apple Valley 14, Silverado 6. 3rd and goal from the 4. Levi Taylor's strike to Trevon Clark. The Hawks have their second touchdown, closing the score to 14-12. 3rd down from the 1. The Sun Devils win another battle in the trenches. Seth Baker, his second touchdown of the night, 21-12, with less than a minute to go before halftime. Straight drop back, perfect throw. Mossy Bell over Hawks defenders to the wide-open Kashan Griffin, and the Sun Devils have scored twice within the final minute of the half to extend the lead to 28-12. Mossy Bell goes play action and delivers to Jeffrey Widener, who doubles down on his grip on the ball just before crossing the goal line and barreling into the end zone. 2 minutes and 38 seconds into the third quarter, it is 34-12. Mossy Bell caps this drive with the 11-yard scoring pass to senior fullback William Johnson, who cradles it in at the 10 and dives into the end zone. 41-12 with 3:40 to go in the third. Mossy Bell drills it to Kai Merchant, receiving the pass in the end zone. 48-12 as the third quarter ends. A Levi Taylor to Isaiah Genorio TD pass on the ensuing series ends the scoring at 48-20. Mossy Bell, one of 2 quarterbacks alumni of the Hawks Sun Devils series to play at Victor Valley College. Mossy Bell comes in at quarterback. The former Apple Valley Sun Devils signal caller completes both passes he attempts, this one to Kajon Edwards. Mossy Bell was a starting defensive end for the Rams this season. He is 6'1", 195. He moved into the backup quarterback role when the Rams' backup at the start of the season went down with an injury. 2014 Silverado quarterback Sam Taylor also quarterbacked 1 season for the Victor Valley College Rams. In girls' sports, Sally Orlando's Hesperia Christian All-Stars are showcased in this 2010 feature entitled Orlando's Magic. Coach Sally Orlando's Hesperia Christian Lady Patriots' magical season, undefeated in league, capped by placing 3 seniors in the annual Hdsr Classic All-Star Game. Sarah Hasselton, Brittany Fowler, Brianna McLeod. The backcourt playmakers led the East All-Stars in assists, demonstrating their keen court sense and awareness and unselfish sharing of the basketball. Brittany Fowler was all over the court, in this case, literally. The energetic Fowler led the Lady Patriots defense in the regular season, averaging 5 steals per game.
First of all, favorite memories or some memories of Patriots basketball?
My favorite memory was against Victor. 3 threes in a row, and we won the game.
Brianna McLeod was tops in assists during the season, averaging just under 4 per game to go with her 10 points a game scoring average.
Prairie Christian basketball and girls so good?
I think our dedication to the program makes it really, really good to go out there and have a blast.
Sarah Hasselton showed she was not only the top three-point shooter among the girls' all-stars, she challenged the boys' top three-point shooter for overall honors. The Lady Patriots' leading scorer hit 13 threes in both rounds. Hasselton averaged 12 points a game for the Lady Patriots.
My favorite memories are our team room get-togethers and all that we do in there as a team.
Coach Orlando's Lady Patriots ran the table in winning the Agape League, going 18-8 overall. Valu Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks to this date in High Desert, Mojave River Valley sports history. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, proudly showcasing teams, athletes, competitive activities, and community programs throughout our High Desert. Looking back in High Desert and Mojave River Valley sports and entertainment history, Ricky Racer, J-Doggy, Storm and Norma, and the Iceman have big nights at Wheel to Wheel Raceway in 2019. Crosstown Rivalry in Victorville, Jackrabbits versus Hawks 2015. A pair of Nicholas Scantlebury interceptions, factor large.
Victorville rival schools, the Victor Valley Jackrabbits' final home game and final league game of the year. The Silverado Hawks needing a win to keep hopes of defending their league championship alive. Victor Valley gambles on fourth down on their initial possession in their own territory and connects on a 56-yard pass play that sets up the first score of the game. The Jackrabbits hold a 7-6 lead at the half. Silverado gets a pair of pass interceptions from linebacker Nicholas Scantlebury, detonating a 3-touchdown third quarter for the Hawks that turned the contest into a tale of two very different halves. Silverado gets a pair of touchdowns on Frank Fuentes' passes to Latavian Staples and two rushing touchdowns from Fuentes in winning 32-14. The Hawks' defense so totally dominates, after Victor Valley's initial scoring drive, the home team Rabbits are held to negative rushing yards on the night. The Jackrabbits score first on Andy Garcia's 10-yard run, capping Victor Valley's opening drive of 74 yards in 6 plays. 4 minutes in, the home team Rabbits jump to a 7-0 lead. Frank Fuentes scores from 3 yards out, the 6th rushing touchdown on the year for the senior quarterback. Silverado is on the board, completing a scoring drive of 50 yards. The Hawks have their first touchdown, but the Jackrabbits maintain the momentum when Oscar James III, 32, blocks the try for extra point. 9:47 remains in the second quarter, and we have seen all the scoring that takes place in the first half. Silverado defenders will sack the Jackrabbits quarterback 8 times this game. 12, Mitchell Hamilton. 90, Cameron Spratley. Alberto Saucedo with the sack. Silverado will stifle Victor Valley ball carriers the rest of the night. By game's end, Jackrabbits total rushing yardage -9. Singularly, the watershed play of the game. Nicholas Scantlebury intercepts and runs it back, breaking one tackle, carrying out to the 38. The Hawks not only dodge the Jackrabbits' go-ahead bullet, they reload and make the home team pay. Silverado's third touchdown comes on Coach Rafael Genorio's patented version of the old Statue of Liberty play. Behind the back handoff, DeLeon Flukas sidesteps a first defender, gets a block from Amir Jackson on the cornerback, and from there clear sailing, 31 yards to pay dirt. A 2-possession lead for the Hawks. Silverado's first and second touchdowns of the third quarter within a 4-minute time span. It is 18-7. Nicholas Scantlebury goes up to pick off the aerial attempt a second time. The 5'11", 215-pound linebacker earns Player of the Game honors for the Hawks. Frank Fuentes to Latavian Staples, who hauls it in at the line of scrimmage, sprints this way and carries a whole lot of love, Levi Love, into the end zone with him. 22 yards on the scoring play. 14th touchdown pass of the year for Fuentes. 9th touchdown reception for Staples. The Hawks go on to win 32-14.
A milestone victory for Ricky Racer. A mighty finish for J-Doggy Jaden Manchester. A triumphant return for the Iceman. Hot August night action at Wheel to Wheel in Victorville. Experience trumps youth in this KT100 competition as seasoned veteran Norma Weatherby overtakes just-turned 11-year-old Cash Culp in the first heat race of the day in the KT100 class, the start of a very successful night for Storman Norma, who races out of Covina. KT100, Maine, a duel to the finish between experience and youth. Norma Weatherby starts in front and stays there, holding off Cash Culp. The win gives Norma Weatherby a 6-point lead over Cash Culp in season points, 76-70. An even dozen staging for the intermediates, Maine. Stevie Simpson at the pole. Jaden Manchester starting 6th outside, 3rd row. Coming off the backstretch, Stevie Simpson slides sideways. Junior Patsaid cannot avoid him. Sean Rogers clips, flips, and bounces off the wall, landing downside up. Lined up for the restart, Stevie Simpson, Sean Rogers, Jaden Manchester is up to 3rd. Second lap in, Jaden Manchester overtakes Stevie Simpson off the straightaway into and out of turn 1. This is how they finish. 9-year-old J-Doggy wins. Setting up the milestone achievement of the night, 11-year-old Ricky Racer finally upsets season points leader Stevie Rogers and wins his first restrictor class main event. Ricky Simpson actually leads green flag to checkered, the monumental accomplishment achieved by holding off the repeated attempts to overtake the challenger, capped by Ricky Simpson's victory lap. This is the Pro 500 Main 7, John Aiden, the Iceman, starting to heat up. John Aiden takes the lead and wins the race to the checkered. The Iceman builds his season points lead to 71-60 over Bobby Taylor, who ends the race at the wall. Jackson Sowers takes his victory lap after winning the Intermediates Juniors Main. Dirt Carts Seniors Blaine Kuhn races to the checkered, building on his season points lead. The San Diego Tile and Stone Layer has 76 points. Heidi Jo Erickson is 6 points back in second. Valu Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks to this date in high desert Mojave River Valley sports history. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, proudly showcasing teams, athletes, competitive activities, and community programs throughout our high desert. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold and supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting the teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs throughout our high desert and Mojave River Valley. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you next time around.